This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Rock it. It's on field. Hey, it's on around.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to...
And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He finds an opening past the 40. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 73 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 23 yards the pickup there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now Saquon Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
In the past, we've seen running backs break the rules, run a draw, break it off to the left, and go for big yardage. That didn't happen here, but there's no reason for us to just absolutely crush him on that play. You never know when it'll actually break out for a big gain.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there of 22. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Manning now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they're going to try for the 4th down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put.
4 down. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Manning to throw for it on 4th. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Hey, great players. Check 25.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, this run defense gets an F so far. They're letting this guy carve them to shreds in the first quarter of play. He's already hit the 100-yard mark.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Ryan on first down. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 16 yards, a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run here with Freeman. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
20.
Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Giants 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
New York set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Shotgun now for Manning. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Take it at the 37. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check.
Here's Freeman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Luke Stocker. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Giants 7. Matt Bosher to kick off for Atlanta.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Here we go. 59's Mike.
Now this time, Manning will throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Manning. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
93's the money. Hey, let's get that ball, D. That's 58. Check 93.
Now Ryan. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Janoris Jenkins on the coverage.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Ryan looking for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, D.
And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Able to spin free. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, it's Freeman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those.
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
This is Freeman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that will extend this big lead.
42, Giants 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
You got three down.
Working from the gun, Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight...
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 42 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Giants are in for 6. So he visits pay dirt for a 2nd time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the 2nd time, yet his team's still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown run, and the Falcons continue to pour it on. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier, now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him, as we've seen. But you said 3 rushing touchdowns, and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Manning and the Giants come up now first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. From the gun, it's Manning. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here I come again.
To throw again. Manning. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Bravo!
The Giants do snap it. It's Manning. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ready! Hey, Tuesday. Check 52.
A 20th carry now for Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
X3, 218, chopper.
Again, it's Barkley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. throw on third down. Manning. This one to Slayton over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards and a Giant first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final try now for Manning. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.